Buttigieg suspended his campaign. Do you think other candidates need to drop out now?
You know, it's not for us to tell folks to drop out. I want to think of what an impressive race that Pete Buttigieg ran. He was the mayor of South Bend, Indiana, and, we won Iowa. He had a great race. He is now out. I'm hoping he'll endorse Vice President Biden, but he's got to make his own decision. But I think after we go through Super Tuesday, after we go through tomorrow, 14 states in American Samoa, I think people have to, Jessica, tomorrow, they have to look at the map, and do they have a pathway to the nomination? If they don't, we need to get this down to a two-person race. If you think you have a viable path, you got to make your own decision. But we're now getting to the point that we have got real distinctions to make. And after tomorrow, I think those candidates got to make a very tough decision. What happens for most of them, Jessica, is they just plain run out of money. You saw Tom Steyer get out. You saw Pete Buttigieg get out. And we'll see what happens after tomorrow. But it is time to consolidate. I went with Joe Biden because, for me, I wanted to see who could build a coalition. And what he was able to do in South Carolina, winning every county, for me, who can win the African-American vote? Who can win the minds and hearts of the African-American community? And because they're so critical to our elections, and Joe Biden proved that.
I want to talk specifically about Virginia. You made economic development a priority when you were governor. So what are you hearing from business leaders? What issues are important to them as they get ready to head to the polls?
And really, that is the crux of it. When I ran for governor, it was all about jobs. Our state had been really hurt badly by sequestration. I inherited a gigantic deficit when I took office, left the biggest surplus 4 years later, hundreds of thousands of new jobs. That's what voters care about. And that's where, Joe's message resonates. Focus on the economy, build a strong economy. And like on the issue of health care, I'm not for someone who's wants to end Obamacare. I want a candidate who's going to protect Obamacare and expand it. And that's a real difference with Senator Sanders and Vice President Biden. There's a lot of expenses, $60 trillion of all these promises that are made. I was a governor. I didn't make any promises that I didn't think I could keep. And Joe, practical, results-oriented, and that's what folks here in Virginia want. They want someone, a competent someone who can run the economy, fiscally sound, grow the economy, invest in those 21st century jobs and economies that, you can build and take the country to the next level and rebuild our alliances around the globe. I was all about jobs as governor. I focused on it every single day. When I left office, we'd taken unemployment all the way down from 5.4 to 3.6, hundreds of thousands of jobs created, openings. We became the #1 state for cybersecurity, data systems, unmanned systems. Those are the jobs of the 21st century. And that's what Joe Biden will do.